Oh man, I had my speakers turned all the way down again. I don't know why, but we're live now, so we're streaming now.
Thank you, Lee. Yeah, let's go. Let's start the meeting. Hey everyone, I welcome you all to today's Meshery development meeting. And those are who are new to today's call, usually in this call we discuss about Meshery's updates, announcement from maintainers and community managers. And those are actually new to Meshery. I'll highly suggest you to go and check out the docs.meshery.io. In short, Meshery is a CNCF sandbox project. It helps you to manage your cloud native infrastructure. So I'll highly suggest you to go and check out the documentation. You can check out from the doc itself if you want. Now, before we start for the meeting, we have, as always, we have a couple of housekeeping items, which is making sure you add your names in the attendees list. So I'll probably send the doc link in the chat so that you can add your name. And the second is if someone is new today, feel free to unmute yourself, give a quick introduction, maybe where you're calling from, what interest took you in the Mishery, or how's your day going, maybe anything that you want to share. Okay, I see a lot of people. Chaitanya, Pranav, or anyone who is new. Okay, I think people are shy today. Yeah, then I'll wait for a few more seconds in case if nobody wants to unmute yourself. Just in case if you have any issues with your mic, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. And I also highly recommend you to open your webcam in case if you have an opportunity to do so, because it's a great way to interact with other people, and maintainers here in the community in the meeting will also get to know you as well. So I'll highly suggest you to do that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but just to be clear, it's really not fine. Like if you want the whole way that this whole thing is built is on trust. Trust is built on relationships. So for those that don't speak up, don't say stuff. Like for my part, I just made some LFX selections yesterday, and I made them very quickly because we were under deadline. So I recognized certain names and chose them. But if I didn't recognize the names, probably because people weren't speaking up or doing things. So it has a real effect. So also, if your name happens not to match, like what you put into Zoom or what you have on GitHub or what you put into your LFX candidacy or your GSOC candidacy or onto your like GitHub issues, then it's just unrecognizable. And like I said, it's all built on trust. So so many people come drive by, make a contribution. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. If they're not going to stick around or if they don't understand what they've done, especially if they're not going to stick around, um, well, it doesn't really make sense to merge it, or it doesn't really make sense to engage with them or teach them or show them or go through the experience of building out a project with them or an internship. And so all I'm saying is reinforcing what Yash is saying is like, hey, he's giving you a golden opportunity to put your face in front of others and let them get to know you and help them help you get to know them. So if I were you, I would be selfish and speak up, say something, ask a question.
Thank you, Leah. Um, yeah, I see a lot of people open their webcam. That's great to see. Yeah, I still we have time in case before we directly jump to the agenda items. In case if anyone want to introduce, you can give a quick introduction, like your name and where you're calling from. That's it. That's all you need to do. Uh, Virat.
Yash, can I start?
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead.
Uh, so hey everyone, I am Ahil Sayed. I am from Pune. I am currently a fourth semester BTech engineer. I am pursuing BTech from Pune. My main motive to get into Meshery was to learn about the AWS relationships and dive deep more into DevOps and cloud. I have previously worked with full stack and want to move towards more towards the cloud native environment and explore DevOps.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of opportunity for you to contribute. Thanks for introduction.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
So I would also like to introduce myself once again. So my name is Pranav Dhiran. This is my second development meeting actually. I am a final year student, electronics and communication student, and it's been around 2 months. I've been trying to contribute in Meshery, and at, till now it has been a good experience, and I would like to stick. Let's see, that's all.
Awesome.
And apart from
Th-
this, I'm also uh, working in AI research currently. So apart from that, this is all.
Thank you, Pranav, for the introduction. Yeah, I would be happy to know like what kind of AI research you're doing, so you can drop that in the chat, or we can do that there. But thanks for the introduction. Let's go ahead, and anyone else wanna give a quick introduction?
Yeah, hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, all right. So, hello everyone. I am Chaitanya Medidar, and this might be my third dev meeting, and it is uh, really great to absorb the knowledge from such industry professionals. And the purpose for me to contribute to Meshery was to get accustomed to to CNCF, and to utilize it for my own projects, and to uh, contribute in such a way that I have a certain impact, and just to help out the users.
Thank you, Chaitanya. Great to know that. Thanks for the introduction. And I see a lot of people are now speaking. And when I initially I was asking, nobody was coming up. Only after Lee said that. But yeah, anybody else who would like to introduce? Go ahead, feel free to do it. We still have few more minutes
Hello
in
everyone.
case.
Can I go forward?
Hey
Hello.
Krishna, yeah.
Hello, my name is Krishna. I am second year grad at Newton School of Technology. I live in Pune. My interest about the open source is the as a contributor of Meshery. It's been a while. I am contributing to Meshery since 1 month. Uh, that's all I have to say.
Thanks for introduction. A lot of new people are contributing here. Yeah, nice to know that. Anybody else? Okay. Let me just go through and scroll a little bit to see in case just new, if anyone new joined. I think I saw one more face, Karthik Rajan. Would you like to introduce? Okay. Okay, so just in case if you are not able to do that, feel free to do that in the chat. Let's jump into the agenda items. Let's go through that one by one. So Yep. So I have a one agenda item that I want to discuss, which is the final updates for the KubeCon doc is already created. Feel free to check this out. I have mentioned everything that we need to do for the KubeCon India. What's the timing and when I'll be there, and all the so I have a we have a one to do item which is like recording a quick demo so that we can run that on the screen. And Ronak raised a hand that he will help with recording a quick 3 to 5 minute video. So it's a quick video that we want, and all the stuff we have mentioned, it's not too much, just a simple things like if you I just want to make sure one more thing is like how many of you are coming to the KubeCon India. So if you're coming to KubeCon India, please add your name here as well. You can add as a comment and I will add your name. And yeah, feel free to add your name here so that I know okay how many people are coming to KubeCon India would like to contribute in the booth. And yeah, most of the things are already done. Feel free to go to the doc and let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, Lee, in case if you have any question. The only thing I think I was going to request is the promotion side in case we can go and promote the booth number and that we are going to be KubeCon India. It would be really, really nice.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, listing the booth number is about as worthless as me telling you my birthday right now. Who gives a poop? No one. And who's going to remember it? No one. So yeah, but we should absolutely go be social and go publicize and tell people. We should tell them more compelling things like Yash will be there and you can touch his hair and you can, but or Yash will be there. I mean, Yash's hair is just awesome. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's awesome, man. Seriously. Anyway, we should tell them about the booth and tell them about uh, a particular feature or a particular item or the fact that we just 1.0'd or we're up for incubation or something. But yeah, absolutely. We should do it many, many times actually. Yeah, please. Thanks for bringing it up. Please make sure that we do like here, like be yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, you're right. Everybody that's here are either interested, anyone and everyone should go hang out at the booth and participate, have a good time, talk about Meshery or Lee's terrible jokes, or in fact, don't mention me. Just and actually, I'm being serious. Don't mention me. There's no reason to mention me. But yeah, I mean, Yash is a seasoned veteran of the Meshery booth, so I'm not sure how many he has hosted now, and which is why he's got a game plan together already. And so we should absolutely blow it out. I mean, Meshery is one of those projects that has very healthy representation from India, from where the KubeCon is being, the next KubeCon is coming from. So like there are thousands and thousands of people who've interacted with the project. And so, oh man, it should be awesome. I just wish we had a bigger booth. I wish we were incubation level, before then. And that way we could get, or it'd be easier for people to get involved. We have more opportunity, but we'll take the ones that we have. And we're fortunate to have this one. It's because of Mr. Sharma again, helping get us organized, helping make sure that we got a booth. So yeah, good. Yash, absolutely, man. I outside of just the social or being social and letting people know and I halfway kid about the booth number. Like it doesn't hurt to include it. I don't. It's tough to go back and reference, um, but there's another point there. We should. Ideally, we would have other activities around KubeCon India or other things like encouraging people to have create a design that maybe it's just a drawing, or maybe it's maybe someone creates a KubeCon India Meshery model that has a few different components. The components, they can just be an image. So if you took the KubeCon India logo, put it in, made a new model, put it into a component, you could have a few different types of components and make a design. And anyway, we should have, we can celebrate people who do that, the people and the designs that they create. Or so there's all kinds of other things to show off as well, especially if we've got a number of participants in Meshery project that also participate in other projects. So creating a design that includes Meshery and those other projects is another good way of being social, and getting some other people involved.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it will really help me if few people from the community, if they are coming, that will help me a lot. That since it's hectic if single person do everything. So if anyone is coming to the booth, feel free to add your name, as I said, and I'll make sure that you get an opportunity to the exposure of booth if you haven't done previously. It's an amazing place to interact with people, talking with real engineers, actual questions, and opportunity to make actual connections with as well. So if you are interested, feel free to add your name, and I'll help you making sure that you have an agenda item for the booth or before the booth. We need a lot of things to get it done, right? So I'll follow up on that, and yeah, that's the I think that's the KubeCon thing. Anyone else have any question for KubeCon before I move ahead? Okay. So next thing is like these are just a brainstorming item, not too much like important. I just want to bring it up. And I think Lee already added his comment like nobody is assigned for it, but it will be really nice if we can get it done before KubeCon if possible. And yesterday I was thinking if Cloud Code can do it, and I was just going to maybe probably night today will feed Cloud Code if he can do it or not. It should not be too much, I think. It should be pretty easy if we feed to Cloud Code with the proper RFC. So just wanna bring it up just in case if anyone has any opinion, because I think this will be a really interesting like point to talk about. Few people were already asking me in the KubeCon EU, so just wanna bring it up.
Yeah, hey, this might be a good moment to consider, and maybe it's not just an MCP server or that project and a repository, or maybe a couple. There were a lot of volunteers that were going to make an attempt. Maybe we would put up a couple of repos just to help facilitate it. There would only be one long-standing MCP server, but maybe there are other projects as well, or there are other potentially standalone extensions that are worth exploring. And now I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head. There are
By other projects, can you give me an example? Because I was thinking of other projects as well. Like if you heard of Homes GPT in CNCF, or there was one more project called GPT, which helps you give you better suggestion. And I was thinking if there an opportunity, we can use that project within our notification center to use their AI capability to give the better error suggestions or something like that. Yeah, I would love to know your thought if you have.
I'm drawing, that's a good example. That one, like, hey, yeah, like, one of the ways to start with something like Holmes GPT or is to create a design that deploys it, and then to the extent that it's up, then have Meshery facilitate a connection to it so that its responses are being funneled back through. I have brainstormed a lot a number of them in the past, and I'm drawing a blank, of course, at the moment, but that's a great example.
For the MCP part, I think I saw a lot of proposals that has been made through the thread of email that you shared. I was not able to come up with anyone's proposal which is actually can get it done within the week, because everyone is like within 1 to 8 weeks. I don't think so. It should take 8 weeks. It should take 1 or 2 weeks. It's not the work of 8 weeks.
Right.
So I'm happy to talk more about it in the Slack, just in case if we can get it done before KubeCon, and happy to help as well. Awesome. Does anyone else have any thought? Awesome. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's talk to Ahil. Ahil, would you like to talk about your updates on the Kubernetes relationship?
Yeah, so it's just a quick heads up for the maintainers to just review my code. Like Yash, maybe Yash Mahakal is Yash Sharma. I'm not sure of it. Uh, so, so he had approved some of my my PRs. So just need approval from the maintainers on these.
Okay. It might be Yash Mahakal, but yeah.
So
any review? Yeah.
So I'll make sure that you're responding to each and every single point of feedback on your pull request directly.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay,
I
good.
am replying.
But you're not, right? If scroll down. All right, wait, let's stop at a feedback. Wait. There's like 10 or 8 that we just saw.
Okay, I'm not replying individually. I am leaving a comment at the very
Reply
end.
individually. Otherwise, it's really difficult for anyone else to sit there and track of the 10 that were said.
Sure.
How many did he do? And we have to go look through, like a lot of times people won't even make the comment about it. They'll just put it into a
Sure.
commit, and then they won't even put a commit or a comment about the commit, like you did actually. Anyway, yeah, so you got to make it easy. Like a number of you are here saying, "Oh, we want our stuff merged. Merge it, merge it." It's like, great, I want your stuff merged. You can't, I want your stuff merged twice as much as you do, 4 times as much. So make it easy. Respond to these things, prove it out, show it, demonstrate it. Where's your
Yeah.
demo today? Do you have a demo today of a design that has this in it?
Yeah,
That
so
would
I
be
have previously Sangram had told me to add the screenshots. I was
perfect. Perfect.
it
You
was
got a link
difficult
to
for
it?
me to add the
Yeah.
screenshot.
Hey,
And yeah,
great. And I'm trying to help you. I'm asking you right now. Do you have a demo of it? It'd be wonderful.
like yeah, I have the screenshot. Like I have, I can show you it in the canvas. I can share the screenshot in the canvas.
That'd be great. I'm not looking for a screen. I'm looking for like a link to the actual running design.
Okay, wait, I might have saved it somewhere. I'll sh share it to you in the chat.
That's great. As a matter of fact, when you do that, if you would also drop a link to it in the pull request, that'd be helpful as well. That way you'll
Okay,
be
yes,
like,
I will update all the 7 pull requests with the link.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I, for with you armed like that, it's you're weaponized to come back and say either to me or to whomever, hey, I did all the things. Like, hey, you can come back with a big grenade launcher on your shoulder and like point this way, like you better merge it because I did that. Look at this. You got like all the boxes checked. You know what I mean? Like, wonderful. And by the time that you do, it's like you could be brain dead and review it, in terms of a maintainer reviewing it, because there's no more question. Like, of course it works because you demonstrated it this way and that way. You took care of the feedback from this, this person and this person. So yeah, so far so good. I mean, it's looking these all of the relationships, they're all reference relationships. None of them are
Yeah, some are new and some are invoked from the other already merged relationships.
okay, but I mean they say reference on them. They don't. None of them are network in.
Like I mean they follow the same code pattern as in the TR 17372 and the issue which refers to 14794.
Yeah, we're speaking past each other. I'm talking about the new relationships that are being defined. Those edges, those arrows, the label says reference on all 4 of them. And I was
Yeah.
just curious as to whether or not we might expect them to say something else. I don't recall, but if they are network centric, it might.
The
This might
network
not have any,
centric is
this might not have
the
anything to do with your code.
yeah.
But I guess I would expect that if SQS is being used, that SQS travels over a particular port or uses a particular protocol. The tool itself, the way that Canvas in this case visualizes it, may not include that info, and I'm ignorant there. I just see 4 new relationships and they visually look generic in terms of the difference from one another. And I'll say it for the 3rd or 4th time, I'm ignorant as to whether or not the tool helps convey a distinct difference between those types. Because not all 4 of the ones that you have pictured are precisely the same, right? Because are you presenting 2 new relationship definitions in here or
Yeah,
4?
yeah. There are two new relationships, one from the Dynamo table and one from the queue.
Yeah. And do you know of the kind, if you look at your definition, the YAML that you have, there'll be like a kind, type, and subtype. Do you happen to recall what the subtype was? So the kind is edge on line 4. Great. And then if we scroll down, I guess probably towards the bottom of this definition, there'll be a type and subtype. Type is non-binding and subtype is reference. So this reference here is curious. I wonder if that's the most appropriate category. And for my part, like I need a refresher. Like I couldn't say off the top of my head. Reference. So you're intending to convey that SQS messages flow from one of these to the next. Is that right or no?
Yeah.
Reference doesn't seem correct in that case then, or the most appropriate subtype.
Okay, like
I don't know,
this was
but oh
my
yeah,
first PR. Maybe I
no,
messed
no,
up.
don't defend yourself. Don't say that. Don't say that because that means that assumes that you're doing. Hey, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing great. So like, yeah, no, yeah, totally. Um, so yeah, you're doing great. So I mean, you don't have to defend it and say like, oh well, I didn't. No. I'm saying I don't even remember what the subtype reference does. I don't think that. I think there might be a more appropriate one, something that would be good for you to do, and it would be helpful to a lot of other people on the call, including me, because I don't remember. Is if we have lots of this written down in our documentation about what the different relationships are, and we have some amount of description that indicates, oh, like this relationship, which is a kind, type, and a subtype, like this combination, this usually works well for representing a dependency between like a web app, and then the example is like a web app and a database. The database is a dependency for the web app. If the database isn't there, the web app can't run. That can be like an example. That's the sort of, if you could, we might already have this in our documentation. We definitely have a bunch of examples and things in the documentation, and they have visual examples and things. If you go back, see if you would, if this SQS and the fact that there are notifications going between two different components, if reference is what if that's what the best fit is, and maybe the documentation needs improvement to help make it easier to say like, oh yeah, the reference is the best. Look, here's two other examples where it's been used in the same way, or it's not the best. Here's this other subtype that's a little more fitting. If you would be. Am I making sense at all? I can call myself ignorant one more time if that helps. Nope. Okay. So I'm not making sense, right? You got it. Yeah, good. It's not making sense. That's why you're not saying anything. So good. That makes this conversation even more important. It's okay that it's not making sense. It's really important that you say, no, it's not making sense. What? You got to ask the question because I don't know what you.
Like I believe that reference is the right subtype for it because my assumption is the app needs to know like the name of the cloud source. So it reference fits better here. Like you think any other would fit better with any other subtype?
Yes, I do. That's not a compelling response. Your response was two parts. I think it's the best. Okay, well, I don't. Okay, well, we just butted heads and and I said my justification is out of ignorance, just out of sort of remembering and yours was, oh, because it needs to reference the name. It's like, no kidding. They all need to reference the name of one another. That's not compelling justification. How about better justification would be, well, hey, look, as a refresher, there's four other subtypes. Here's this one called this and what it's used for. Like, so go back and read what they're used for. Find existing examples of those types and subtypes. There's one called network. Is this configuring a port on any of these components? Is SQS being exchanged over a particular port or using a particular protocol? Yes, physically, the law of the nature of physics of the way that networking works is that you can't talk to one another if you don't have a port. And when you go to talk to one another, you've got to agree upon some form of protocol, some form of communication. And so, good. It may still be that reference is the best in accordance with how we've defined it, but switch back to your YAML again. Answer my question about whether or not a port is being configured. Who's sharing the screen?
I'm sharing the screen.
Oh, okay.
It would be nice if
Yeah.
anyone can share the screen.
Share the screen, share your demo. I mean,
Yeah, for the demo part, like the link I
Okay,
have to
it's
find
okay. Then share the
because
screen and answer the part about the port. Or just answer the part about the port. Is the port being configured?
yeah, the port is being configured, right?
Which one?
The SQS one.
Which is what number? Dude, yeah, this is what I'm getting at. It's like, hey, this happens a lot. It's like, pull up your YAML, pull up your, if you want to talk about it and you're ready to talk about it, you're requesting time on the meeting to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like, pull up your pull request, open up your YAML one more time, your JSON. Go ahead, Ahil.
I just want to say that I probably need to drop now. Sorry, I have
Okay, yeah, that's a good
connected to
transition because Ahil needs to represent himself if he's gonna.
yes.
All right, thank you, Yash.
So I'll let you lead. Thank you.
Go ahead, Ahil. We're waiting.
Yeah, so do I share the screen and open the PR?
I'm not sure. Is that what I? Yeah, I think so. Does anyone else recall me saying that 3 or 4 times now? Yeah, please, man, dude, share. Sharing is caring. Or so my ex-girlfriend told me from 2 decades ago.
I'll take a couple of minutes while he's sharing just to add to all of this, right? A lot of you are trying to contribute to relationships and models, and one of the things, a lot of them have not been merged or haven't kind of moved forward in terms of um, discussing about it is that I feel they demonstrate kind of a basic lack of understanding of how models and relationships work, right? So if you're looking at contributing to it, I highly recommend that you look at some of the videos that we have created around them and the documentation to so some of these earlier PRs might have exactly what you have, but it's not necessary that we have to follow exactly the same structure or construct to write those relationships. They differ from scenario to scenario. So for example, in this case, if you have a pod that's trying to use SQS, it has to go through a set of environment variables, probably use a config map of some kind. So you'll have to look at it from that logic perspective to define these relationships. Otherwise, they are just static, non-binding definitions, and when people go to use them, they won't simply work. They might help draw a design, but that's about it. And even then, they may not be reflecting the right state of design.
Ahil, are you sharing yet? Ahil, hey man, hey Ahil, put your video back on. We're actually I'm supporting you. We're taking the time of everyone else to go through the PR the agenda item that you want to. So let's go through it.
Yeah, yes, I'm sharing.
You got
Can
your
you see
video,
it?
Ahil? I can't see your video. No,
No, the screen, can you see it? I'm turning on
no,
the
I'm
video.
asking. I'm talking about your video. It's difficult to
Now
communicate without. Yeah, that's better. Yes, when you click
the
the
screen
on
is
video
visible
button. Yes, when you click the on video button, your video displays. So yes, I can see you now. Yes, I can see
and
your
the
black cat.
screen too.
Yes. Have you?
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, when Zoom says that it's sharing it, it's generally the case. It takes so long and so much time every time that someone asks, is my video up? Am I audible? Can you see my screen? trust me, people will interject and tell you if they can't. So, yep, we can see it. We're
Is the
waiting.
Safari screen visible? The Safari window visible?
Okay. We should probably move on. I'm not sure if I've got the patience for it. I just answered that question, Ahil.
The screen is not visible for you, right?
No, go ahead, I'll go ahead. If what you're sharing is not visible, we will let you know it's not visible. So you can just,
Yeah,
go ahead and
I am showing the Safari screen, but I guess you are not able to see it.
you have Slack. We can see that. I'm
Yeah,
not
you can
sure
see
if
the
that's
Slack.
Safari screen. Yeah.
Yeah, can you see the PR now?
Yes, yes, we can. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
so
leaning
the
away from his chair right now.
can you see the code, YAML code?
Yes, we can. You can, avoid asking that again and again. Is what we are
Yeah,
trying
so
to tell you.
yeah. So regarding Lee's question, the subtype for me and referencing the other merged PRs, and I was following. I guess I thought that those were the best practices, so I followed that, and my conclusion was that the reference is the better subtype here, and also for regarding the other solutions of uh, we don't need a pod here, like we don't need a connection here, and uh, we don't need like the reference is the my assumption is the reference is the best possible network here, the connection here.
Yeah, see, we cannot go by an older PR and assume that based on those PRs or based on those references, what you're trying to create now, and the way you define the subtype is the right way to go about it. Um, what Lee probably wants to know, he's not on his chair right now, is why did you think that reference is the right subtype? Maybe if you answer that, that gives clarification, on why you went with that. Now, if you selected subtype just because other PRs had references subtype, just be honest about it. Nothing wrong with it, and we can just end this discussion here and probably take
Yeah,
it.
so yeah,
Um, uh,
I took insights from the merged pairs. I'm new to this, and like I tried what I could like from the already merged ones. So yeah.
Yeah, so again, that's not the right way. I was just saying, if you want to get started with models and relationships, the first point for you is to look at the documentation, spend enough time understanding models and relationships. We have a recorded session about it, which is also available on the website, the link to it. All of that. See, models and relationships are a complicated component of Meshery. They're not as simple as some of the other ones, and they require a bit of effort to understand, and we cannot just reference other such designs and say we'll just use this. Lee, I think we can move forward. We
Okay.
had a bit of clarification on why he chose a reference, and it looks like he just went with referring some of the older PRs and thought that that's the way to do it. There was no logic or reasoning behind it. And in the interest of time, I think we'll come back to these later on, probably on Slack, and can move on to some of the other important PRs that we have, if that's okay, Lee.
Cool. Yeah, Ahil, great, man. Yep, keep pushing. Um, a lot of times prior precedent, prior art is indicative of the right way to go. Yeah. Hopefully you got a lot of
Yeah,
feedback today.
yeah.
Do
So
you
sorry
guys
for the
know where
time waste,
the
everyone.
training is? Look on
Yeah,
meshery.io.
yeah. For on the
And
layer
actually,
five
so
account
Ahil, I'm
admins.
going to interrupt you and move forward. I just want to let everyone else know that on meshery.io, there's talks and trainings up here, there's a collection here, which is pretty good. There's some pre-recorded trainings with slides and YouTube videos. of people, of maintainers walking through different components. This is some pretty good stuff. There's one on Meshery models, which is the closest to the relationships one. And that's it. Unfortunately, there isn't one here listed that's dedicated to just relationships, but we need one. Either way, this model's one will help. Good. All right. So up next.
Today we will be talking about Meshery models, and we have been doing this.
Yeah, okay, yeah, great. Up next, we've got Umkar. You are up, my man. Thank you, Ahil.
Yeah. So previously, that's a Praglava PR that we are working previously. This uh, uh, I talk in 5 minutes or little panic. Sorry. Sorry, I panicked a little bit. I'll come in 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Hey, Krishna, we are up to you.
Yes, let me share my screen.
All right.
My PR was to remove the legacy GitHub action workflow action that are already been dead or disabled in the Meshery workflow. Actually, this PR is already have a green flag by Navneet. I required from that green flag from the maintainers. That are the given workflows that I already deleted from the Meshery, which are already disabled or never run once in their lifetime.
Yeah, are those, do you know what has replaced the test adapters? I mean, I recognize this question might be a step beyond, the focus of what you were looking at in the PR, but I'm surprised that test adapters V2 isn't invoked, that isn't used for. If that
This
isn't, then
one,
then I'm not sure what is being used for testing adapters.
actually, let me check this one. I think so. It is not.
One way to answer that question or try to figure out if that workflow is still valid or if it has been displaced by a different workflow, you could
No,
look
sir.
at
It is this workflow has no run yet.
Yeah,
That
yeah, but
V2.
I get that this won't always represent how often a workflow is run. GitHub
Mm,
Actions are quite deceiving or can be when a workflow is invoked
okay.
via GitHub script or via
Mm,
a repo dispatch, not an individual workflow dispatch, but a repo level dispatch. They actually won't
mm.
show listed. So one way that you can try to figure this out is go to the adapter repositories and look at what workflows they are running.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, but otherwise I don't think the rest of them are being used. So
Okay, rest of them are not been used from my conclusion. So should I put up that on Slack or no to check that adapter repo?
I'd go check the adapter repo to help make it compelling and convincing that someone should merge your PR. Does anybody else have feedback for Krishna? Yeah, I don't mean to.
I'm seeing the end-to-end test YAML that is deleted. Is it? It has been
It
replaced by another one. I know that there's work in progress related to end-to-end test, but I'm not sure it is already done. I think this one is the previous one we had, Lee. I don't recall exactly because I
Yeah.
know that we have split it in several pieces, but I'm not sure
Yeah. The
we
one that
this one as are still used or not. We'll take a look. Uh, I will come back on that PA too.
the E2E test and the test adapters V2, they are intertwined a little bit. On line 35 of the E2E test, it does invoke test adapters V2. So they probably share a similar fate. One thing that's indicative about these being a bit older is when you look at the E2E2 E2E test, E2E test. Yeah, the emoji photo, some of the sample applications are a bit old as well. Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, most likely these are good to delete. One thing you can do, Krishna, it's a healthy exercise for you anyway, is to go look at the workflows that if you look at a workflow that has made changes to Meshery server, Meshery CTL, or Meshery UI. So most of the workflows, not all of them, but I'm sorry, I said workflows. I meant to say pull requests. Many of the open pull requests make a change to one of those three components, which would most likely invoke sort of the full suite of tests. And if you look at a couple of those, especially if you find one where it spins up a mini cube, deploys Meshery, and deploys an adapter, then you can that's good evidence that like, oh hey, here's what's
It is
currently
using.
yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah. Good. Nice.
That's all.
Oh great. Have you interacted with Ian Whitney at all? Ian, he's one of the maintainers. It's a good one too.
No, no.
Oh, okay. I'll point him out. I mean, I mean, in addition to Matthew, who just spoke up, Ian is also focused on this cleanup, and so he's a good one to coordinate with. Anyway.
Okay.
Last thing, Krishna, if just say pass if you don't want to answer this, but what does the NST stand for in your GitHub handle?
Actually, NST stand for my college name, Newton School of Technology, where I'm studying.
Cool.
That's
Cool. Okay. Cool.
okay.
Yeah, great. You've got your alma mater built in. Yeah, like you're gonna.
Yes,
All right, great.
Bye.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Lennox, you're up next.
Let me share my screen. In the meanwhile, I have been looking at the deprecation issue that I was assigned, and in the repos themselves, it doesn't show the usage of those variables, but it is actually caused from the doxy vendor. So whenever I look up the usage of like the language direction, it actually is coming from them. I went into their website and it seems like they're not going to be addressing this either in the latest version that they release, neither the next one. So our only option is either go back and use a previous version so those warnings are not like popping up, or we can go ahead and like replace the templates or like override, I guess, the templates that they're currently passing down to the themes, and we can just like use the same templates, but instead of like language direction, we just use the regular direction. So but whenever they do release the deprecation, the version in which they like, let me check since I have the chat on this side. Okay, never. So whenever they do release the version which no longer has the deprecation on it, we'll have to go ahead and like delete the override that we're currently doing, if that makes sense, I guess.
Ranak, Bhumika, does it make sense?
Yeah, I think if that's a problem, we can still override the template by defining it locally if we're not taking support for that. But yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then the only other thing that I was working on is like, I don't want to butcher his name, but Kusum and we have been working on making sure that all of the assets that we are currently deleting from System are, let me actually make your face smaller since I know it's a little bit awkward to see you on my big screen. There we go. We are currently making sure that all of the SVGs, like, they are one-to-one from being deleted. So yeah, I will go ahead and show the PR, but it's currently on the private Meshery extensions repo. That's the one that I've been working on. And then Kusam has been working on the Meshery UI so far and the Meshery class, so we can go ahead and like start deleting assets that we are no longer using. So I guess that's about it from me. Someone has any questions or anything or comments?
I would like to discuss my issue regarding this. Can you share? Can you scroll a bit on?
Yeah.
Can you scroll on the first page?
There we go.
So in lock icon has different image for Meshery cloud, and Meshery and system use same image. So we need to migrate both the images to look same like Meshery cloud, right?
Yeah, in this case, the ones from Systent is better. It looks more like a lock.
That's why I was a bit confused about it.
Sure. Yeah, in general, things have been better curated in Meshery Cloud, but in this case, unless you guys have extracted the SVG with an accidental color missing or with like a clip missing, but does it show up in the UI like that?
Yeah, it was.
Wait, Kusham. Okay, yes, it does. So you can show me that. Can you go ahead and show me where it shows up in the UI?
What I did was I took the component and pasted it in the
right.
In the
so you haven't seen it in the UI, right? We've got to be really clear with our communication.
No, I haven't done that.
Okay, good. The answer was no, not yes. So yeah, good, Kusham. I'm going to keep working on you with that. Good, yeah. But irrespective, as you pull it out, yeah, and it shows up like this, yeah, nope. That's a good point of clarification. Other points of clarification? Kusham, is that it or?
Pardon?
Other points of clarification, was that your one item or did you want to share comment on other items?
So yeah, that was all from my side. I was my PR was drafted due to this reason. So I'll open the PR again for review.
Nice. Hey, thanks for being very diligent, guys. So thanks for itemizing these, each and every one. Like, yeah, it comes down to pixels, right? And that's what we're discussing here. Like, however, 6 pixels or something, the circle in the middle of the lock, but it's significant. If you're looking at it as a user, you're going like, is that a lock? Yeah, okay, I guess it is, but is this just crap software? Should I trust this software? Does that so yeah, those pixels really matter. So thanks for clarifying, and also thanks for trying to adhere to the rule that Meshery Cloud, in most cases is the North Star, or its code has been done well and it's well implemented. And in this case, its SVG is confused, wrong. So great. Okay. Thank you guys. Who's next? Mr. Backoff and retry. Pranav, Europe.
So am I audible?
No.
Am I audible?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
So in the last week, I've tried to, whatever the reviews were, I tried to implement all of those. I wanted to know if there is anything more I have to do or I haven't understood until now. So I just wanted to ask that.
Gotcha. Hey, I just made some coffee. Is there anything else I need to do before I drink this coffee? Or I don't know. Do you know? Did I put sugar or cream in it? I don't know. Do I take sugar or cream? I don't know. You're not. I can't. How can we answer your question, my friend? I don't know, man. You gotta.
Actually,
Yes, let's merge it. Let's merge your PR, and you shall be responsible for any bugs that come forth, or be responsible for all of the glory that comes with how well it works. I mean, are you gotta like? I don't know what. It's not a. Let's rephrase your question, if we could. I like my coffee black because I'm a fat because I'm a fat because I'm a fatty already, so I don't need any extra sugar or creamer, and so I didn't put any in. And yes, it's hot and it's ready to drink. I just made it while a hill was while we were waiting for him to share. That's how long it took for a hill to share. I made coffee. But so Pranav, that I gave you enough info that you could probably answer my question: is my coffee ready to drink? According to Lee's preferences, yeah, it is. So yeah, take us through your PR. Take us through your help us help you. It's like a Jerry Maguire. You guys all know and love that American movie that none of you have seen. You got to go watch that part about helping me help you. You will think it's fun.
Yeah.
so on this Meshiar, as this is what Jay pointed, and I tried to, make it as seemingly to transition as possible. Uh, I shared on Slack as well. So is there any? I think I have done everything. Also, Matthew also
My black coffee
asked
tastes
for some
great.
changes.
Are you ready to drink it? I mean, dude, you're not okay. I don't. Great. Okay. You got something specific to discuss, or like, or are you? What's the?
No, actually, what Jay asked, is this enough? I didn't get a reply, so I wanted to ask, is this enough or there is? That's
For
So
all I
now,
wanted to.
I think that first on your pull request in Meshkit, just ensure that all the comments that you have fixed are resolved, so it will be easier for us to do a final review. From what I'm recall, I think it's pretty much ready to merge this pull request in Meshkit. And once this will be done, you will be able to go forward to test it in Meshery server. But yep, just be sure to reserve everything when it's done, so we can close this one.
Okay, sure. I think it is.
Yeah, we will do that. We can do that after the call. But yeah, I will take a look at the end of the day for that and come back with something. And also regarding to what you said in the Slack thread for the test, I think that it was a good plan, but yes, I didn't have time to reply for this.
And also, Jay asked to ask you guys if on the demo part I removed that the demo file, and
Yes, I
there were a
think
few things.
for the demo file, if I'm right, I told you to remove those from
Yes.
the repo because it's not the way that we are doing usually, and it's like it's okay. So once this will
Yes.
be merged, you can try it. Also, you can test locally everything without merge anything. You should be able to test everything. Do a record of this and just share the record so we can validate that everything is okay.
Actually, I've shared the test I did. I think you have seen that, but this is what I shared. And last time, as Lee mentioned about I told that it is transporter agnostic. I did the gRPC test as well, and database also I've tested it with, and I think it works fine according to me. So I think that's
Okay.
all I
So,
needed to know as well.
um, I would just like to add that I know that you said it works, but it would be nice for everyone, and including me, to see like the actual retry back of work and while you run it and show it to us. So that would be additional, validation that you have already done your test, and it's also a
Oh,
visual.
actually, I shared
Yeah.
the video of the test as well.
No. I do understand. I've seen the one that you have posted in Slack, but I was talking about like doing it in this meeting. Yeah.
Just give me 5 minutes and I'll.
I mean, I wouldn't
That's
do this now because we are running over time, but yeah, maybe next time you can show it to us. Yeah.
okay, sure.
Yeah. Probably with the scaffolding that you have with I guess Meshery server. So that would be probably a much better live scenario if you can run it and show. But I'll let Lee and Matthew add to that. Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, this is a good work that it will give really a real good enhancement to the entire project. So yes, good work.
Yep. Yeah. Good. Yeah, Matthew and Jay said it all, which is, I'll say maybe the other thing that's sort of the elephant in the room for some of us is like, for some of you, it's like, oh my gosh, what do these guys want? Blood? I demoed it, I recorded, I screenshotted it, I walked on, I stood upside down, like, come on, just click the merge button. What is wrong? It's just like you one little dink, that's it. Can't you just do that? It's like, it's so much responsibility to accept that and then support it and lose users over it, or and like I said before, like I can speak for myself, like I want the exponential backup and retry pervasively everywhere right now. I wish we had it a long time ago. I can't wait for Pranav to bring it irrefutable evidence that like it is stellar, kick-ass, and works very well in all circumstances. But to say that you can't, but justification like, oh, well, I think that it works well. It's like, doesn't, I think my black coffee tastes great and it tastes like it tastes like someone's rear end where, excrement comes out of their hiney hole is probably what it tastes like to many other people. But, it tastes fine to me. Excrement it means poop. If you guys don't, hiney hole means sphincter. Just to translate for those of you who don't think it's funny. Anyway,
I'll
yeah,
just
good.
share the
Good, man. You got it.
evidence.
Bring it. Prove it. Bring your excrement. Bring your code and prove it. And hurry. Do it fast. Quick, please. Same for a hill. And we
And
so
I would
desperately want it. When next time you guys present, be ready, be prepared. Don't mess around like Umkar did. Don't waste the time. Use it. It's expensive. We're 6 minutes over. There's a newcomers meeting on Friday. I can't encourage you enough to attend. There are the folks that have been stewarding that call who might like to invite you to begin to steward the call as well, to help others step up and participate even more meaningfully. Does anybody have any final announcements that we might have missed today? Anything? So there's KubeCon India, right? There's a couple of action items that that he left us with that we absolutely need to do. And we need to get a little bit more word out to all of us and to the general public about how to participate, where to show up, or how to affiliate, or where to hang out, or so. Anybody else?
One more thing, actually, yesterday you shared about the manifest part not working properly, so I did a bit of, I shared it on Slack as well. If that sounds okay, then I'll raise a PR. I made an issue yesterday, and if that's okay, then I'll raise a PR. I investigated that issue. Uh,
Yeah, thank you for looking into it. I have missed your message. Oh, I'm gonna go hunt it down. Yeah, was it a Meshery server issue?
yes, on Meshery server only you shared that,
Okay.
and I mean it's visible on Slack. Should
Yeah,
I
no, I
have
know you said that 3 times now. I'm asking, is it a Meshery server bug? Yes, it is. Good. Yeah, it's urgent. We need to get that fixed. Great. I will take a look. Thanks a bunch for looking at that, Pranav. All right. Well, that's the show for today.
Uh,
I hope you had some
Lee,
giggles. Maybe some of you learned new words today. Maybe not.
Lee, next time I will come
But
very
yeah,
confident.
but Omkar, thanks for participating. Game over. All right.
Sorry.
See you guys next time. See you back in Slack.